Noelle Powers with Infactor Coaching. I help entrepreneurs create profitable brands as visionary leaders. Today, we are talking about the 6 most effective ways to grow a profitable brand online for free. And I love talking about this. Everybody knows that they have to be online if they want to grow a brand, both reliably and with cost effectiveness. So I'm going to start by talking about the need to set yourself apart as an industry leader online. And this is through organic marketing on the internet. So, why it's so important to have organic marketing is you need to be in the practice of delivering your message to your ideal client. You need to have an avatar of your ideal customer and think about a few things. What is the impact you want to make in their life? What is a particular outcome from your service or your product? What is your offer? And how do you really attract the person from they want to do this, but they're at a stuck point where they don't? And how do you give them the right information, the right inspiration, and some social proof to move them from curious about your service to an inner ring of wanting to finally get the solution to their problem? And then from that point, even how do you nurture lifelong customers, even among your current customer base? So, in order to lead your industry, you want to do all these things. You want to be your customer's favorite brand by knowing exactly who they are and how to talk to them on a day in, day out basis. Because when people go straight to doing paid online marketing, a lot of times they do not get the result that they want because they don't understand engagement with that person. It is much better to start for free. Even if you have a budget, start for free and really master your conversation skills with your audience. Make sure that if that is your ideal customer, that you know how to start a conversation, you know how to move them through the sales cycle, and you know how to nurture them in a sequence of creating the value of that lifelong customer. If you are not creating lifelong customers, you are not going to have the brand strength you really want. So the first thing is you have to think about mastering organic marketing. And then let's talk about what is Facebook, what is LinkedIn. We're talking about up to 4 billion users. And these are people all over the world who are looking for something. They are looking for they are looking for goods and services. They're looking to connect with people. They're looking to join like-minded communities. These people are there for a reason, and your job is to connect with them in an organic way to see how well you can do in delivering your brand promise. So let's talk about this a little bit. What is We all know that there are 50 different things you can do online, and some people become ultimately like an octopus. You're on 5 channels, you're trying to do 50 things, you are lost, you're confused, you're not engaging people the way you really want. So let's talk about the 6 most effective strategies to grow a profitable brand online right now that are free, that all involve mastering your skills in organic content. So the first one is Go. Okay, we're back on. We are going live. I'm Coach Noelle Powers with Infactor Coaching. I help entrepreneurs create profitable brands as visionary leaders. And today we're talking about mastering free content creation and organic marketing online, and why you need to do that as a brand leader. You need to prove that you have the message and that you have the solution that really attracts your ideal client. Because if you don't know how to do that for free, there's no point in paying for advertising. And we can do that now because we have 4 billion users on Facebook and LinkedIn. You can become excellent at sales and marketing now for free. You get to connect with your ideal client for free, and you get to practice turning them into lifelong customers. So let's talk about we're talking about the 6 most effective strategies for growing a powerful brand online for free. But let's talk about the one thing that's going to set you apart as an industry leader online. We don't want you on 50 channels doing 50 different things, getting no results. The number one way to grow your brand as an industry leader online is to create your own online community. And most people are doing this on Facebook and LinkedIn. Those are the primary ones. But of course, if you're on an expertise channel that you have dialed in, where people are coming to learn exactly what you do, why this is so effective is because if you think about this, those 4 billion people are there because they want to be part of a community. And there are different stations within a community. And members have a lot of importance, and growers have a lot of importance, and the platform has a lot of importance. But if you are going to have influence over people, if you want the greatest influence, it's going to be as a community leader, because you have a special place in their life. You need to create this ideal outcome and an ideal lifestyle for them. They need to see their ideal selves. And if you create a community for that, like I created entrepreneurs growing profitable brands, because there is one group of people I love to serve the most. I love to serve the people who want to lead their niche, to be industry leaders, and the people who focus on maximizing the positive impact in their clients' lives while maximizing the profit of their brand. So think about a community you would want to lead. If you could only create one outcome for people, what would it be, and what would it look like, and where do you want to put it? And I always ask, where is your ideal client hanging out? Find out what platform they're on and see how comfortable you are on that platform, and then create a community. So what we want to do is we want to take all those activities you're already doing and channel everyone into one. So we want to create this community, because guess what? Your brand is a real community of people. I want to use the example of Apple, because everybody knows who Apple Computers is. What's the difference between Apple Computers and, let's say, Microsoft? Well, Apple, anytime they open a store, there are millions of people who are willing to fly halfway around the world and stand in line overnight to buy a new gadget or see a new store opening. Why is this? Because Apple is an actual brand. They have the Apple experience. They are a true global community of like-minded people. So Apple has the Apple Store that is the community that draws people. So now the question is, where are you going to create your community so that everyone can gather there? And when we talk about it being the most successful strategy, I'm talking about for free, without spending a single penny, that a lot of individuals and corporations are able to create these let's say an online group, and consistently make 6 figures after a full year in operation, and then very consistently make 7 figures in all the years thereafter. So from all of the top online marketing strategists that I train with, these are all the Forbes coaches and everything, they have just demonstrated that for the same amount of time and effort, that you make a lot more money as a group or community leader online. So now let's talk about beefing that up. You want to create this community of people. So the second thing you want to look at is email marketing. Email marketing is 10 times more profitable than any other kind of marketing across the board. There has never been an opportunity like email marketing. And I want you to think about this when you're promoting online, when you're promoting in the newspaper, when you're doing television ads, you don't own your audience. You don't own that marketing space, but you do in email marketing. So the whole point of you being online and building a brand is to get people's email addresses. Every company, every influencer, every leader should have two email lists. The first one is for email subscribers. About 1/3 of your posts and your content should invite people to join the email. To say, if you're looking to lose 10 pounds in the next 2 months, here's the first step. You're going to tweak your diet this way. You're going to exercise differently this way. And then the next step, ... join the email newsletter for weekly tips on how to take the next step. So 1/3 of your content really should be driving people with free offers and with tips and information to your email list. Because as soon as someone is on your email list and you're giving them the right content, you are very likely to have better clients, to control who you're marketing with, to create a better, smoother sales system, and to just increase the overall ROI of your business. And of course, we want to do that. Now, a couple of reasons why this happens is because you have a captive audience. Like I said, you are marketing your solution, but you're doing your research too. Because not if you're marketing, not only the marketing part is free or very low cost, but you can do marketing research with your ideal client and asking them, hey, I'm going to do A, B, and C. I'm going to talk about social media marketing. I'm going to talk about creating culture. Please check the list, all the things you're interested in. Or you can send an email of what stinks about the buying experience in this industry. What prevents you from taking the next step, right? You can ask this person, because people love talking about themselves. You can ask them all those questions that they already want to answer. And you're not paying a bunch of money for marketing research. That doesn't matter. You are only speaking to the one group of people who you are going to serve for life. Use it. The other email list that everyone should have is contacts. And this should be a non-subscribed list of all the people you interact with. Every time you meet someone who is an ideal client, who's in that category, you might call them your avatar. Every time you meet someone like that, they should go on your contact list. Every time you go to a networking group and you meet someone of quality who you just enjoy being around and they're open to what you do. Now, these people have never expressed interest in buying, but let's face it, if you looked at a triangle of potential buyers and referral partners, 70% of them have the possibility of sometime giving you a referral or becoming their customer. This is about nurturing your contacts, because why do you go out and meet all these people and talk about your profession? Let's talk about the trust equation. People prefer the face they've seen 10 times. That the same message you give to someone once, twice, let's say 4 times, they can just write it off. But if you are in their email box and you are friendly and you're sharing your philosophy and you're sharing the energy of what you're giving them, energy, you're positive, maybe you're sending them positive quotes, maybe you're just saying, hey, what kind of goals are you doing? And you're talking to them about their business. As long as you're friendly and warm and you're building rapport with people, you're talking about capitalizing on a whole different part of the market that you normally neglect. So you want to create a list of all your contacts and send them an informal email through your personal email. So this is not through automation. First of all, that's illegal and it's spam and people hate it. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't be speaking to these people regularly about what's most important to you. If you ask people what's most important to them and you talk about what's most important to you, and you're friendly and you're developing a relationship, and you see, okay, this person likes to volunteer on the weekends at this place, and there's a whole group of people who you'd really benefit from knowing, get on their side. I say go onto social media and be social. If you really like the idea of developing a strategic relationship with someone, the easiest thing to do is watch what they do online. Look at where they go, look at where they volunteer, look at what's most important to them. If they're teaching a seminar, next month, go to it. If they're asking a favor from people and you can do it, show up in their life once a month. You will be amazed. Sometimes the only difference in having a better pipeline of customers and strategic referral partners is just documenting what it is you already do, documenting that you like them, documenting, right? Giving them those 10 exposures so that the solution you're already offer, that you already offer with your brand. So it's right there in front of people. And great thing to know also from the trust equation is that 70% of consumers trust you as an individual over the company you work for. So whether you have a corporate brand or you're a solopreneur or you are an agent working for an established company, people want to see you. So show up for them. Show up for them. If it's if they're subscribers, show up at least once a week. If they're on casual contacts, make sure you're writing something of benefit, something positive, at least once a month, so that they remember who you are and you're growing as a person that they recognize, that they know, like, and trust. Right? Great. And that it's definitely for free just for the first few months of the people who you are casual contacts with. So now the next thing you want to do is you just created this online community. You have your own group. Now you need to focus on your weekly content. The number one content right now is live stream videos. Because again, it shows people who you are. It shows that you're a real person, not a robot, not a marketing agency, but it shows people that you're a real person and they know who you are. They see your face, they see your facial expressions, okay? They hear the tone in your voice. So we all know, even in verbal communication, 80% of the message someone hears is tone of voice, facial expressions, and body language. So if you are not giving people the real experience of you, of the message you have for them today, then you are cutting yourself short. Live streams are free, or you can jump, if you have multiple channels, you can jump on something like Livestream, and you can actually live stream to multiple channels at once, right? Not bad. But you want to be consistent. So if you are going to be successful at attracting your ideal client, when you have that avatar in mind, you want the algorithm of your platform to work for you, which means you want to pick one day every week and go live at the same time. You are not only programming people to tune in, right? Could you imagine if Oprah Winfrey did the Oprah Winfrey Show and there was no TV guide and you didn't know when she was going to be on or what channel it was going to be on? Come on, let's do the basics here. Part of being a brand is that you're consistent. You show up at the same time on those channels to the same people, and you have a powerful message about the next step, about how you are going to take this person to the next level in their desired outcome, and really share who you are and why you want to do that. What is your vision for them? And those, like I said, those live videos just do wonders. So you want to do one live stream video inside your group, and of course, let it air to your other channels at the same time. Now, the other thing is to start 10 conversations every week. Again, if you've ever seen Gary Vaynerchuk, he always holds up his cell phone and he says, welcome to the future. It's called the internet. He says, he talks about content and visibility. He says, the future belongs to communicators. If you have a vision for your clients, if you have a personal message to them, if you are creating a positive culture that helps solidify their ideal self, you have a group, you are leading a community, you are a communicator. You have just used communication. You are mastering these, I call them human elements of leadership and influence. You have to be visible. You have to be a real person in front of these people. Hey, half the time, your personal posts about your philosophy and what's most important to you, how you make decisions, your journey of becoming the leader you are, half the time you're going to get more engagement from your ideal customers and your existing customers for those things because you are showing up as the kind of person that they relate to, the person that they admire, the person, if you lead people in a way where they want to become more like you, there is nothing you can't sell. There's nothing you can't promote. And most importantly, there's no change you will be unable to make with them, for them, through them. It's important stuff. So start 10 conversations. Just be in the habit. Maybe as people are signing up for your community, reach out to them. A lot of the most important things you're going to do is to visit their profile. So as soon as you detect that this person might be an avatar, go and look at their content. Go and see what is their desire. Go to that profile and see what does this person really want in life, and start to notice what are they willing to do to get there. If this person is proactive and looking for your solution, and they're open, they're in exploration mode, they're in learning mode, then the most effective thing you can do is be social. Ask them questions and then give them a bump. You are on social media, be social, give them a bump. Like their comments, share their comments, create comments on their content because they want this too. Make sure you are giving them what they need on the platform for a variety of reasons. Be a giver, not a taker. And then connect with them. Make sure that you friend them or you connect with them, whatever the platform calls for. And make sure that you are nurturing them, that you are starting real conversations with real people, because if all people see are your ads, right, they only care if you care about them. You show them you care, and then they care what you do. So that is a way to always have power. And a great way to influence people, if you've ever heard this, what makes you seem interesting is that you are interested. Be interested in them. All right, great. So learn about what they want. And then on these 10 conversations, you still want to meet people in person. It's still very powerful. I am a lifelong BNI member, that's Business Networking International, because I want to create a pipeline of customers and strategic partners for referrals among like-minded people. And I'm part of BNI, just for example, because we are all trained in giving and receiving qualified referrals. You want to be in a live setting where you are week by week, month by month, nurturing relationships. You do not want to be just showing up at random events and spreading 1,000 business cards with people who don't care. That can be the least effective. But what you do want to go to is maybe look up a live venue, maybe go to a convention with people who are like-minded, where you can, because the pace, it slows down, they're focused on one thing. And if you get a group of people who are proactive, who are willing to spend the money, your likelihood of coming back with both customers and strategic partners is much higher. So be in person as well as online. But what you want to do is you want to get people boop, 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 connected online, right back into one of your groups or communities and getting their email addresses, getting their permission to be the voice. What you want to do with your brand online is move yourself from your customer's perception of being interchangeable in your brand to being indispensable to some aspect of their life or business. And these are the 6 most effective ways you can do this online for free. Move people from strangers to being lifelong customers, and for you to set yourself up as their favorite brand, making a positive impact. And if you liked the content, please share, please comment what was the most helpful to you, and then please join the InFactor newsletter, where every week you get a new key that unlocks your power as an entrepreneur by helping you be your brand's visionary leader.